Oh, you want some of that lovin'? Peace. Hold up a second. Do I still have that stupid guitar thing on? Boy, get a real skill. What do you think this is? A game? This ain't no game, guru. This is war. This ain't no game, guru. This is war. Alright. Let's mute that, please. Alright. Now we can get down to... Now, so I kicked homeboy off the building, but apparently that doesn't win the fight. Alright, let's get it. Cash. On your asshole. Pardon me. Jeff Coat, what up? Oh man, I'm too busy reading my chat, not paying attention to the fight. Alright. You did something. Let's see, who do we have here? We got Michael Jeff Coat in the house. What up? What up, Harley Quinn? Welcome back. Hey, man. What's up? Nothing to it, Quinn. Stefan Orth. Hey, B, how are you? Outstanding, Stefan. How are you? Harley Quinn says, how you feeling? I'm a little bit better. Getting a little bit better every day. A lot more coughing now because I think all my stuff is draining, but other than that, I'm debating going to the store to get some anti-mucus stuff because it helps with the pain and the pressure, but you know. See, Clem's in the house. Stefan says, I'm getting a copy of Robert A. Heinlein, Starship Trooper. Haha, nice. Jeffco says, nothing much, man, just chilling. Tomorrow I'm going to dye my hair blue and silver. Hey, cool. Enjoy it. Mr. Jackson, what's going on, sir? It has indeed been a while, my friend. Good to see you. All right. So how do we want to slice and dice this thing? Let's head north. Then we'll work our way back to the south. Christian Jackson says, I am blessed. I'm blessed to hear that, man. Excellent. Alright, where's my marker? There you are. Am I excited for the new Avengers game? Not really, to be honest. Not terribly excited. Peace. Where you at? Gotcha. Ah, man, almost got it. Need a little more work. Let's see. Alright, done and done. Let's get to the next one. Harlequin says, don't care for Superman, but I kind of want Rocksteady to make a Superman game. They did so well with Batman IP. Yeah, they could. I could see that doing well. Batman was surprisingly better than I thought it would be objectively, because I reviewed it. I think, I'm trying to remember which one Warner Brothers actually sent me to review. I think it was it Arkham Knight is the last one? I can't remember which one. You know, when I'm having to review stuff, I have to be a little bit more objective than my silliness on these streams when I'm cussing and fussing about games sucking and all that. And I was surprised by how much I thought the Batman games were pretty good. Like, even my own personal, like, oh, I'm enjoying this a bit. I was surprised because those games are not my cup of tea at all. So yeah, I could totally see Rocksteady figuring out a way to make Superman cool as a game. Because isn't that like one of the video game curses that no one can ever make a good Superman game? Like, no one's ever pulled it off.
Glorifying the likes of Spiderman by dressing up as them is, especially in the times we live in, disturbing. What say you, Gino from the Bronx?
Yeah, well, I get your point, but my girlfriend got this sexy Spider-Girl costume, and it really spices things up. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. I most certainly do. J. Jonah Jameson is not one to be judgmental, but you, sir, are an extremely disturbed man. Goodbye.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do the kind of wait and see situation with the Avengers game. Like, I'm not excited about it, but I'm not turned off by it either. I'm like, let's see what happens. What else is in there? Jeffco says, hey B, what difficulty are you playing at? I don't even know. Probably easy, knowing me, because I'd like games not to be frustratingly difficult. Yeah, like, if a game gives me a choice to play on an easier mode, I almost always will. Unless it's a game that I'm desperately in love with the gameplay and want to spend the hours getting good at it mechanically, I'll always play it on easier. Let's see, Drager says, B, would you like me to have my father get you a copy of I can't read the text, it's so small. McFate's The New Rules of War, so he can give it to you when you meet. If your dad wants to do that, that's a mighty kind gesture, man. I'd certainly be honored. I wouldn't ask that you do that, but if you do, God bless. Yeah, the dilemma with making a Superman game's got to be how do you balance it so that it's challenging. You know, because it's unless there's like there's a planet of, you know, a meteor of pure kryptonite just hit the Earth and Superman lost his powers and now he's got to fight to get him back. Meh, meh. Like some corny MacGuffin like that. I could see them pulling something like that, but otherwise, how do you make a guy that can't be killed or really effed with and can shoot lasers out of his eyes? Who's stopping that dude? Like, you know? That's what Angry Joe was saying the other day. He said, I know it's easy mode, but give me that. I want Superman, even if it's silly. Yeah, of course. I'd be totally cool with a game whose whole point is making me feel ridiculously overpowered. Like, that's what I loved about Crackdown. You know what I mean? Where you were never underpowered in that game. I mean, unless you go to unless you know, find a way to get to one of the later levels before you level up, they'll murder you. But at no point in the game as you're leveling up are you really under leveled. You know what I mean? Like the game, there's a significant challenge, but you can jump the height of, you know, the Empire State Building and shoot rockets that hone in on humans. Like, it's awesome. So yeah, that game's totally about the fantasy of being way more powerful than your enemies. You know, and the challenge really comes from being creative in how you dispatch them. And yeah, sometimes you might get beat or overwhelmed, but really that game's about stroking your desire to be powerful. Which games these days don't seem to like to do that anymore. I don't really know why. Games are certainly not as difficult as they used to be in terms of mechanically getting through them, but you know, games are also not getting terribly, you know, more simple in that regard. Anyway, let's get that rant out of the way. Let's get through some of these other comments here. But yeah, oh no, that's what I was saying. With a Superman game, yeah, just make me overpowered. That's cool. I can live with that. It'd be like Goat Simulator. Just turn me loose. See what I can get into. What's up, B? How we doing tonight? Suba, we're outstanding. Good to see you, man. Doomsday. Okay, yeah. See, now I'm out of my depth. I don't even know. I don't know what a Doomsday is. I didn't read comics growing up, guys. I'm sorry. I'm only half geek. You know, you guys got to remember that. So like my geekdom didn't get into reading comics and manga and anime. You know, I didn't get into anime. I mean, I watched Robotech or whatever came on television when I was a little kid, but
Looks like those mercenaries kidnapped a rock-solid exec and strapped an explosive vest on him. If they
yeah.
they kill him.
Oh,
Talk.
TikTok. I hate timed missions because they're annoying. Timed missions are the worst kind of missions. Emissions in the city streets. Oh, dude, this right here. This right here, for real, this right here may prevent me from getting the platinum trophy. That right there. Oh yes. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want any part of this. This is that type of chicanery is the epitome of what I hate. That stealthy, if you get seen, like, ugh. Like, that may have just cost me, that may have just, that little seemingly petty thing is such an annoyance of mine, and I don't want to do it because it's tedious and just angering. It's not fun to me to figure out how do you sneak around and take these guys out. Woo! Like, nah, I'm good. Like, for real. Don't want to figure it out. I hate that fake stealth nonsense. So, we might not be getting a platinum trophy on this one, y'all. Might just have to make this a, platinum trophy failure and just try to beat the game. Oh, and shouts out to my sweet lord. Shouts out to Chadwick Boseman, his family, friends, and everybody connected to him. Prayers, love, high fives, and hugs out to every blessed one of you, man. If you guys didn't hear Chadwick Boseman, if you don't know him by that name, he is the star of the movie The Black Panther, as the character Black Panther. He passed away today. He was having a long fight with cancer that I think a lot of people, including myself, did not know he was having. And unfortunately, he did not win that fight. So prayers out to him and his family and everybody that loved him, loves him. It's tough. And if you're hearing it from me on this live stream or somehow watching it after the fact and you didn't hear it through other sources, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I know it hit pretty hard. Okay, so I don't even know what to do now, because... Wait a minute. Think. I hate stealth, but I'm willing to put up with it if it gets me to another goal. Yes, we just figured it out. We were up north, right? Were we working our way north? I think we were. Where am I right now? Okay, I'm here, so I think this is the one I was trying to do. We're going to give that another shot. I think I'm on to something. Drager says I went to high school with his cousin. Ooh. Yeah, Harley. No. Last of Us did stealth okay. Alright? The Last of Us is an example of a game where they handled the stealth okay. Wasn't great, but it was manageable and enjoyable at times. So Last of Us is okay. I still argue that the best quote-unquote stealth game is a game that's not a stealth game at all. It's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Doing real stealth is taking out your opponents, not without being seen. It's just killing all of them without knowing you're coming. So there's that. Alright, I think I'm on to something, y'all. Alright, so there we go. Get there, get there, get there. Got him. Heck, I should have this trophy by now. Jesus. How many times has I've done that? Anybody else there? Yes, there's somebody there with him. So let's get him from... Let's come at it from the water tower. Oh, come on! For the love of Christ. Alright. But at least this is helping me get another trophy, so... Kill 2 birds makes it a little bit more.
Quick and quiet.
Hell, that's 6 right there. How do I not have the trophy? I might be doing this wrong. For the other trophy, I'm going for. Early mornings on them corners, what they hitting for? What the hell are you doing? You stupid ass. Come on. Hey Brian, the tests for finding your strongest M of desire aren't really working for me. Do you know other ways to... The strongest M of desire? A test for the strongest M of desire? I'm not sure I know what test you're talking about. Can you tell me what the actual test you're trying to take is? I don't know what the strongest M of desire is. look that one up. Maybe that was my trophy that I was looking for. How many more we got? Let's get eyes on. Tracking 2. There's 1. Smoke him. And crush him. Ooh, I came so close. So close to getting the the minimum score for ultimate. All right. Oh, I got my trophy.
You sound like you want to kill me.
Not yet. I have so much more to learn.
There's nothing really closer to that one. I want to know what that other trophy was too. Stand by for a second, guys. Well, I'll still be here chatting with you. Just won't be able to see anything on screen. Unlike Xbox, that just shuts off the stream entirely. That actually may be more of a Twitch thing than an Xbox thing, but I want to know what this other trophy I just got was. I know what the Ninja trophy was, but I don't know what this other one. But allegedly, I'm 50% of the way to the Platinum trophy, so that's cool. Let's see. To give an option to, yeah. Let's see, Jeff Code says, yeah, Chad, okay, that's, oh, Senko says, momentum, oh, okay, the 4 M's of desire, I got it. You're trying to figure out, so the examples I gave you didn't work. Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, so you're trying to flesh out what is your, you're trying to rank your M's. It's really what you're just looking for is clues from your personality and your tendencies and your, your history of behaviors. Right, so the tests are designed to kind of pit you against certain situations, right? So if your biggest M were, let's say, mating, if I told you I'd pay you $1 million a year for 10 years, you'd have $10 million in the bank. You wouldn't have to pay any bills. I'd pay your room, your board, your food, everything, but you have to stay, in isolation for those 10 years. Right, with limited contact that I would set up, obviously, for mental health reasons. You would go nuts if you're alone for that long. But the point is, you create extremes of the two choices to figure out which one, and they're not dichotomies, they're just which one does the person favor more, right? Like, if you like redheads, you don't then hate brunettes. If I ask you, do you prefer redheads or brunettes? Well, if I say redheads, it doesn't mean, oh, I hate brunettes. No, I just like this one a little bit better, right? But the point there is, if mating is clearly your top thing, that idea of being in that type of isolation for that long a time would be a nightmare. You'd be like, no, I'd rather be broke and hang out with my friends, right? So I wouldn't get too focused on the examples. It's just an exercise to try to help you find where you are. And you may be, if you're having trouble figuring out which one ranks and stacks, you may be a person who's just really balanced in everything. Where you're mediocrely motivated by all of them, you're crazily motivated by all of them, or you're just not all that, you're not driven by any of them at all. Right? And in one of the coachings, I know I talk about, you also don't have to use my 4 M's. Like, you can go find other M's that, float your boat. I just picked 4 that usually tend to be true, for the average person. Oh, it's a good question, though, man. Taskmaster, Challenge Ninja, R&D complete. Demons merge. That's right, I know what here it is. 75 stealth takedowns. I don't know if that's the trophy. There was another one that was like attack a certain number of people from the back, which is what I thought I was doing there, but maybe I'm not. So if you guys can't see on screen, I'm filtering through the trophies right now to make sure I'm on course for getting this platinum trophy. Wear 5 new spider suits. Ride the subway 5 times. Photograph all landmarks. Perch. Okay, what's this hidden trophy? Like, I wish you could just turn off hidden trophies. Like, you don't need to hide anything from me. It's fine. Ah, that's a very interesting trophy. Okay, that's story related, so yeah, that's story related. That is also story related. 15 upgrades. That is story related. Okay, so I'm currently in Act 2 of 3 of this game. I thought I was closer to about halfway through. Alright, it looks like whatever the stealth thing I was trying to do, I must... Oh, that's why it threw me off. It was 75 stealth takedowns, not 20. I was like, why is this trophy not popping, man? I've been stealthing people like a mofo. It's because it was 75. Alright, we're back on mission, guys. Gotta go, B. Good night. Take it easy, Drager. Harley says, but people do try to use that as an argument. Around the world, around the world. This is how it's done. Sacagawea. Man, if y'all ain't even danced on the floor yet. Alright. This is a drone challenge. Oh, the drone challenge was interesting, man. I was surprised at how good I did on the first one. Let's do it again to make sure it wasn't a fluke. Please don't get the Around the World song stuck in my head. No, you hooker! Oh, you are a whore, Spider-Man. Yep, a whore. Can I quit and start this stupid thing over? You're just not gonna let me, are you? How you exit out? I guess you can't. No, let it escape. Yeah, abandon. Yeah, maybe the first one was a fluke. Oh, you know he's doing one underneath. They're not gonna make this easy on your ass, you hooker. Where the hell are you going? Yay. I swear for the Lord, Spider-Man, I'm gonna kick you in your colon if you don't start doing these jumps right the way I'm trying to make you do them. Spider-Man, am I going to have to whoop your ass? Is that what's next? Me with my feet all in your ass. Is this where they belong? Boom! Run it, whore. Which way did they go? Shite monkeys. Monkeys of shite. You gonna let me get all the way to the end and let me fail. That's how you gonna do me. That's us together. A lot of these open, like Crackdown is another, as much as I love Crackdown, I can't do a platinum trophy run in it because I just can't put up with, like, the races are terrible in that game. I just can't put up with some of it. So we'll see if I can get through all these challenges and not just get frustrated and be like, you know what, let's just beat the game and get out of here. I want to get back to Death Stranding anyway. Spider-Man, whenever you get around to doing the thing I'm pressing the button for your ass to do, I would be much obliged. Spider-Man, you're a whore. I figured it out. You're a vile whore. That's what you is, Spider-Man, a whore. Alright, screw it. I'm out. Let the drone go. I ain't chasing this silly drone no more. Yeah, driving missions suck. Like, it's... Alright, this game may not get a platinum out of us, man. Because I won't put up with this type of silly... Like, clearly we needed to put more stuff in the game to give the player something to do. Because people... You know, I don't want to say age because it's a preference, and really it's an entitlement thing. People who are supremely entitled, right, believe their games have to be 40 hours long for them to be good. And, you know, game designers know people will complain if there's not enough stuff for them to do to say, oh, the game boasts 40 hours to completion. A particular group of people are going to whine and complain about that. It's like, I don't care. Like, if this game was 6 hours, I'd be cool as long as it's fun and exciting and whatever it's supposed to be for 6 hours. But this racing and, like, in the original Crackdown, the two things I hated were the rooftop races. Wait a minute, I didn't say to redo this. You gonna get your ass whooped. That's what you need. That's what you want, right? That's what you want me to do, is whoop ass. Run up. Up is the direction I am pushing on the left analog stick. Oh man. Holy crap. What are you doing? Can you just... I'm pressing X. Please, just shoot the web out of your ass. Show us your ass. Show me your ass. And y'all some gas, cops. Alright, go, 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 go. Man, we got 13 seconds. You better maneuver your ass. Better direct your pizza to Daddy Green's Pizza. Can we please just give me anything I can spider whip to? You're all whores. You're all whores. All of you. All of you. You're all, everybody that worked on this game. You're a whore. Yes, all of you. Your children too. Your wives and husbands, all of you. The bank, where Insomniac stores all their money, all whores. Oh gosh, I can't. You're an abomination before the Lord. For these side quests. Like, all the side quests were manageable and enjoyable till we got to these. And I was wondering, like, there's a bunch of side, like, if you look at the map, the legend to your left, there's things that are locked. I was like, I wonder if these side quests they haven't unlocked yet are going to get, you know, challenging. Or not challenging, but just, like, not fun. Like, challenging in a way that's... Because the first thing, like, time limits. Instead of doing the time limit, time the player and then reward them based on how fast they do it, not having to meet some... Because I get that they're trying to create urgency, but the way the controls work in this game, if you're off just a little bit with the thing you're trying to pull off, these are complex controls to make, you know, the whole ballet that you're doing work. And if you're off with a button press, or you think there's something that you can X button to, but it's not really there, and you X button to it and your timing's off, like, it throws off the dance. And for something to be timed when it's so easy to F that up, it does add urgency, but in a way that's frustrating versus in a way that's rewarding for, ooh, look how fast I can get at doing something. So, I don't know. I'm not a game designer, so I am sure no game designers from that company are watching this. And you're not all whores, by the way, guys. That's jokes. It's all love. I'm sure you're all wonderful human beings, including your wives and your children. I would hate, like, if some of their children were actually, like, went into prostitute. That would, oh, I'm sorry I said it now. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not a game designer, so they're probably not listening to my feedback, because why would they care? Like, dude, we make billions without your feedback, but thank you for your very one-sided, biased view of our gaming experience. Like, just because you suck at it doesn't mean it's frustrating. Like, shh. Just because you get frustrated when you suck at things is not the designer's fault. Like, hey, listen. Let's not do that. Right? Let's be cool with each other. Yeah, the rooftop races were satanic. Straight from the lake of fire. If anything was ever made there, biblically, it was the rooftop races. Whoever was in the lake of fire was like, hey, it's our week to turn in an idea for something torturous to do on Earth. I have this idea. Like, you're a superhero, you could jump real high. You just jump on rooftops. And you have to do it really fast. But, you know, jumping in 3D space on a 2D screen is kind of hard. Because there's no depth perception. That's how punches work in movies, by the way. Yeah, it'll be real frustrating for the player. Especially the ones that have OCD. And like that Brian Chambers kid that'll never come to this lake of fire. Yeah, he hates stuff like that. Throw it in there. I'm sure he'll make a video about it. Who? You know, the big-headed, the fair-skinned guy that nobody knows his race. Like, a bunch of people thought he was white, and then they were tricked when they started trying to say secretly racist stuff to him. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. His hair's curly. What's happening? He lied to us! We thought he was white! Okay, I'm sorry. That little improvisation scene went south very quickly. Alright, let's just do the main story. Come on. What are we doing? Oh, see, I was just about to ask how complex the system is because it looks like Spidey's not responding. No, not on that. It's really weird because there's parts of the city where, when I say complex, I don't mean like cumbersome. It's not cumbersome. knowing what to do is, it's all intuitive. It's just being spatially aware enough to know, am I too far away to execute this move, or if the thing doesn't flash on the screen for a split second when I'm trying to do a swing versus a shoot the web and go straight across. So it's complex, but it's not difficult. And you just hit patches of the city where it doesn't work the way you want it to. And that, because like if you had seen my first drone flight, you would have been like, yo, B has really been getting good at platformers. What happened? Like, he usually sucks at this stuff, because I was masterful. Because you're just, that drone mission is in a part of the city where the ballet, for whatever reason, it just flows better. So the one critique I would have for the way they designed the swinging around the world, first of all, Spider-Man is the most unathletic person on the planet. They should have not done that. He should be able to move around, frankly, like Wolverine does in the Wolverine solo game on Xbox 360. But anyway, the ballet just, it flows better at certain points of the city. So I think if I were to redesign this, I would remove some of the rules that Insomniac, I think, they can totally correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they built rules into the swinging and jumping system that you can't ever break, and especially because breaking them would technically break immersion for people who notice stuff like that, and I think they're trying to keep it kind of real. So like if I'm up above the buildings, there's nothing for me to web to. So you're just going to start nose diving pretty much straight down until you get low enough to then web to a building. And it just, in some parts of the city it's dope, in some other parts of the city it's like, ugh. Right, so it's not consistent with how, like, it's well designed. The system in and of itself is well designed. The city is not evenly fashioned to implement the system. Like, the system's just not robust enough to deal with certain patches of the city. Now, having said that, when I say robust enough, I don't think that's a failure of the programming. I think it's actually a failing of the player. Me, if I had the patience to play games like this for longer periods of time, and just would practice things, like my kids get amazing at games because they can play them for hours and hours and hours and hours every day. Like, I'll go through patches where I'll play them for hours every day for a couple of weeks, but then I won't play for 4 months. So anyway, so some of that's just on me. Like, it's getting better at being able to recognize the patterns in the city because I'm playing the game more than I currently am. Great question, man. Or great point, I guess I should say. That new Spider-Man Miles Morales game looks dope too. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they pull that off. Spider-Man Web of Shadows did swinging best, I think. If you were too high above the buildings, you couldn't web to anything, but sometimes you would web to the sky if you were low enough. Yeah, so I just feel like it's okay to break that rule. Like, from here, I should be able to just swing. Like, technically, there's no building above me except for that one in the distance, but I'm not going to notice it. Like, watch. Like, can't swing, can't swing, can't swing. Now I'm swinging. Because there's finally a building higher than me. Right? And so what I was trying to do was swing, get momentum, web. Because this moves you faster, right? I can move faster when I'm webbing to things. Right? And so I'm going to get up, web. Web. Supposed to get 2 of them. The timing was off there, but that's just the design of the city. It didn't respond to when I hit it. Right? Alright, so we're going to get up. Like, it's not exactly responding when I want it to. Like, I was jamming on the X button because I'm supposed to get 2 of those like that every time I use it, right? That's an ability I have to shoot 1, 2. And then if I get closer to a building, I'll get a 3rd one, a 4th one, right? But it's just, that's really all the complexity there is. I mean, there's, I can do flips and stuff for more XP, but that's not something you gotta do. That's just in the game if you want to. And then you can run up buildings too. Precision platforming in this game is not very tight. Like, if I just wanted to run and just jump up to this thing up here, like, see all that? Because I didn't let go of the other buttons fast enough. I'm flying all over the place. Instead of I wanted to just jump up on that roof. Yamaka. Oh, I had a badass fight in that building. Remember that one? Alright, let's get it. Man, I'm about ready for this cold to be over. Oh my goodness gracious. Is that my boy? Hey dog, you said you weren't gonna dress up no more, baby. Did you? No? Alright. Well, I'm sure my video's getting claimed right now because of this song. Like, can you kill the DJ? What the heck am I supposed to be doing here?
Hey, what's wrong with you? I worked on that helmet for a week.
I need to find Dr. Delaney.
He's out in the party somewhere. Who are you?
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spiderman.
Smart ass.
Good Lord.
I'm looking for Isaac Delaney. There he is.
Yes! Okay, what's the trick here? What do they want me to do? Because I can't jump, I can't use my powers. They want me to climb the wall? Good lord.
Just tell me what you want. This is a joke, right? Those aren't real guns.
Back now.
Let him go! Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Good. Happy Halloween. How about some mood lighting?
Oh man, I need to sneeze and cough at the same time. That's not a pleasant feeling. Oh, not at all.
Must be another way around. There's Dr. Delaney.
Who are you?
You recently began working with Spiderman in an Osborne lab.
Do you know that?
Don't know how much time I've. Tell me his name.
Show's over, Lee.
Apparently the show's not over.
His name, Dr. Morgan Michaels.
Wow. This game gets heavy at times, boy.
That's all. Gotta find Lee.
Gotta find Lee. Who's Lee? It doesn't matter. Listen, the time is coming. Oh, is it not gonna let me get through there now? Oh no, we're good. Hey, why are you jumping back this way, ho? Run! Okay, it's gonna force it. Alright, fine, let's do it.
What did Lee do to these people? Yuri, I need your help.
I've got reports of shots fired in the SU.
Yeah, that's me. I'll explain later. But right now, you need to find a Dr. Morgan Michaels. Martin Lee's coming after him.
Copy that.
Well, alright. Right. Just get slapped up.
Who is this Dr. Michael?
Oh, I don't know. You're the detective? Shut. Ask me no dumbass questions. I don't know.
I think he's the head scientist on this Devil's Breath project. Did you find him?
Yes and no. Sable says they have him under protection at a safe house somewhere in the city. But they won't tell me where.
I thought you guys were working together.
So did I.
Okay. I have an idea on how to find him. I'll let you know if it works.
Yeah, I always wondered about that, Clem. Like, how accurate are these games to the powers of the people you're playing in them? And speaking of Captain America, why has there not been a Captain America game, for God's sake?
Hey, did you find Dr. Delaney at the party?
Yeah, but so did Lee.
Oh no. What happened?
Yeah, Harley, that's how I felt about the DC universe.
It's horrible.
Only guy I ever really liked there was Sergeant Rock.
Before Delaney died, he gave Lee a name. Morgan Michaels.
That is a comic book I have read.
Michaels. Who is he?
Not sure, but I bet he works on the Devil's Breath project. Have you learned anything from that Devil's Breath file?
Yeah, get this. A few years ago, Osborn came to Fisk and asked him to build a lab, but to keep it hidden from regulators.
Secret lab? For Devil's Breath?
If it's as dangerous as we think it is, I can see why.
Where's the lab?
Ah, interesting, Clem.
Osborn made Fisk destroy all records of it. All I have are invoices from Osborn's personal account to Fisk Construction. Knowing Fisk, he kept the invoices around for blackmail material on the mayor.
Everything leads back to Norman Osborn. Guess it's time to pay him a visit.
I doubt he's gonna tell you anything.
Wasn't
level do I have to be for that? Why is it locked? I guess maybe it's story related. Yeah, I figured the Hulk movies, they just gave up. Like, dude, nobody likes these movies. What are we doing with our lives? Ooh, we got some new stuff. Ooh, it's a very interesting looking ensemble, as is this one. Isn't this the Iron Man Spider-Man suit? Wow, Gundam. I'd like to unlock this. The power looks cool. Alright, so let's fast travel. And let's take us a little bitty break here, friends. I need to go get a water break, get my throat and my chest squared away so I don't keep hacking. Well, at least I don't hack as much as I've been hacking. It's kind of part of having a cold. Either way, I'll be back in a few. Sit tight. said good day. Alright, so my wife just informed me that the Bill and Ted movie did indeed come to Amazon Prime. Today was the day. So I gotta take another break, y'all. I gotta temporarily shut down so I can get myself together, get ready to watch this thing. Alright, so I'll be back. You guys hang tough. And if I don't come back, you know I went to watch Bill and Ted without you. So I love you guys. Should be back in a minute. If not, see you tomorrow.